Hello everyone, welcome second year students English section, Faculty of Commerce, Sarat City University. This is Reem Sobhi, teaching assistant at Insurance Statistics and Mathematics Department, and this is the online sections of Mathematics of Finance course Part 2 Compound Interest. In this section, we will take a revision on the whole course. Let's start with some questions or first. Choose the correct answer from the following. Question 1. The number of semi-annually conversion periods from June 15, 2006 to December 15, 2010 equals A. 42, B. 33, C. 18, D. 9. This question is asking you about the number of the semi-annual conversion periods. So he's asking about N and is telling you that M is a semi-annual, so M equals 2. And the whole period starts from June 15, so and ends at 15 December 2010. So the difference between these two dates equals 6 months and 4 years. And N will equal 4 times 2, which is M, as it's converted twice a year or semi-annually. So this is 8 plus 1, and 1 is the 6 months here because each 6 months represent a conversion period. So all equals to 9, and the correct answer is D. Question 2. If the nominal rate is 12% and the periodic interest rate is 6%, then the number of conversion periods per year equals A 4, B 2, C 705%, D 305%. In this example, you have the nominal rate which equals to 12%, and this is J, and the periodic interest rate, which is I, equals to 6%. Then the number of conversion period per year, which is M, equals, so we have the formula that I equals J over M. So I 6%, J 12%, and we need to find M. So M equals 12% over 6%. This equals to 2. And the correct answer is B. Question 3. If a person invests $3,500 for 2 years at 9% compounded monthly, the future value equals, in this example, we have the present value, which is $3,500, and this for 2 years. So N is 2 years at 9% compounded monthly. So this is J, and M equals 12. Then I equals 9% over 12, and this equals to 0.0075. And N equals 2 years times 12 as it's converted monthly. So this equals to 24. So the number of conversion periods equals to 24 periods. The future value here, FV, equals the present value times 1 plus I power n. And we have the present value, which is the $3,500 times 1 plus I, which is 0.007 power n, which is 24. So this equals to 4,187.4. So the correct answer is A. Another example, A machine is valued now at $10,000 and its value is expected to become 7,290 after 3 years. Find the depreciation rate of this machine. So the value of this machine now is $10,000. So this is the present value, and this value is expected to become 7,290 after 3 years. So this is the future value. And as you see here, the value of the machine decreased because of the depreciation. And after 3 years, this is N. Find the depreciation rate, which is I, of this machine. You have, for the depreciation problems, the formula of the future value equals present value times 1 minus I, and the depreciation rate would be in minus power n. So the future value is 7,290 equals the present value $10,000 times 1 minus I, which is missing, and n equals to 3. In order to find I here in these problems, I equals 1 minus the future value over the present value for 1 over n. So I equals 1 minus 7,290 over $10,000 power 1 over 3, and this equals to 0.1 or 10%. So the depreciation rate is 10%, and the correct answer is B. Example, if the population of a small town has been increased from 2010 to 2015 at a compound rate 2.5%, and the population was 45,000 in 2015, then the population in 2010 equals. In these problems, the population in a small town increased from 2010 to 2015. So n here, or the period, equals 5. So n equals 5 years. So the population increased during 5 years to become a 45,000 person in 2015. He's asking you about the population in 2010. And if we can say that the $45,000, or consider this number as a future value, then we need to find the present value. And the rate here is, or the I equals to 2.5%. So present value equals future value times 1 plus I power minus n. So 45,000 1 plus 0.025 power minus n, which is 5 years. This equals to so the correct answer is D. The present value of $33,000 due in 55 days at 9% compounded daily using 365 day a year equals. So in this example, he's asking you about the present value of this amount, which is $33,000. So this is the future value, and this amount is due after 55 days. So and at a compound interest equals to 9% compounded daily, and the base here is 365 days a year. So the present value equals future value times 1 plus I power minus n. So the present value here equals, the future value is the $33,000 times 1 plus I, and I here equals to 0.09 over 365 all power minus 55. So this equals to $32,000, 555.54. So the correct answer is C. Example, how long will the money take to lose 10% of its purchasing power if the annual rate of inflation is 4%? In this example, you can see that the money will lose 10% of its purchasing power. This means if the present value of the money today is 1, then it will lose 10% to become in the future as 0.9. So we can consider that 1 is the present value, or $1 is the present value, and the future value is 0.9. This is the future value because the money will lose 10% of its purchasing power, and the inflation rate is 4%, and this is I, the annual inflation rate, so this is I. He needs to know how long will the money take in order to lose 10% of each purchasing power. So he's asking you about N. So the future value equals the present value times 1 minus I, as it will lose its value, power N. So we need to find N. And the future value will become 9%, as the money will lose 10%, and the present value equals 1. We can suppose that for the $1 now, it will become 0.9 after a year because of the inflation rate. So 1 times 1 minus I, and I here the inflation rate equals to 4%. All power n, and we don't know n, we need to find n. So 0.9 over 1 equals 1 minus 0.4 power n. So 9% equals 0.96 power n. We need to find n, so we will take the logarithm for both sides. So n equals, or log 0.9 equals n log 0.96. We need to find n, so we can say that n equals log 0.9 over log 0.96, and this equals to 2.58 years. So it will take 2 years and 6 months in order to, or 7 months in order to the money to lose 10% of its purchasing power because of the inflation rate with 4%. So the correct answer is C. Thank you for watching this video. Hope it's useful to you. See you at the next video, and goodbye.